Gentle. Is it? Please let me know, Matthew and Michael, if you're still there. I'm sorry about the bad audio. Is that better right now? Gentle, gentle breath in from side belt loop to armpit. We can close that up. Yep. Take a gentle breath in. Okay, soft, soft. Look at it as segments. Lowest rib. Can you project your breath into that space? Can you direct it in a discerning quality way? Middle ribs. Does your brain want more and it's up against some resistance, like rubber bands holding it back? Is it confused about even projecting it there? Okay. Now we can go a little further if you let the shoulder sag into the body. Now, in a way, it's not just going down to that hip. That's traditional somatics, looks at that C-curve type bend. But what if it pushes through the body? Like this shoulder's coming to this hip. Okay. There you go. Now you're getting somewhere. Shoulder lowers down toward opposite hip. We're squeezing the air out between our hands. Please let me know if the audio is a little better. I hope it is. Breath in. And closing on up. Now, as you breathe that open, we've closed this tube, this balloon, and we're going to be opening it. What segment, if you slice that like a loaf of bread, what slice doesn't know how to open? Where is it stuck? So we're closing on up. Squeeze the air out. Now gently, gently, so gently that you can really see where it's confused. So as you breathe your hands apart, slow. Where does it open? Where does it not? Can you breathe upper ribs? Down here, lower ribs? Through this middle section, can the side waist, can you breathe that bowl of the hip or the lower side ribs? Does your brain see that as breathing space? Is it easy or is it confused? Right here, second side. You're really just bringing the hands together, but it's helping shoulder and upper ribs come toward lower hip on the other side, making a C curve, an S curve, I'm sorry, an S. Please let me know if the audio is any better. Gentle breath in, let that open. Closing on up now. Softer, soft. Go so softly that certain sections of it don't know how to breathe in. Where's it opening? Go slow. What for me, it's down here. It's opening really well. But this, upper, brain, can your brain say this is space? I understand this surface perimeter that's opening, or is it just sort of like a deadness? Well, that's what to chase. Okay? And you're holding the reins of a horse. Okay, pretty easy. Let's do a little bit to relax the back and help the brain see that the back is breathing space. Traditional somatics, he didn't have very good movements for the back. It helped me in a way, but there's a lot further you can go with the back. So I had to make more movements, better movements. So let's try Whoa Nelly. It's really easy. You're holding the reins of the horse and you're just starting to pull those elbows back. Look, elbows go back. The back arches forward. Those back ribs, they close like an accordion. Okay? Now they're closed. It's closed in back. And as those elbows come forward and arms come easily forward, the back starts to open. So we have this closing back. Elbows go back. Back arches forward. Yeah, perfect. We're arching the back. The back is closed. And you can gently try to breathe into your back as it relaxes open. What section? Think upper back, middle back, low back. Okay. Please let me know if you have any questions. I don't know. I'm trying out this YouTube Live, but it doesn't have to be holding the reins like that. You could just make it like a natural yawn. You could pull like you're trying to touch your fingertips back behind you. Just be creative with it. Make it pleasurable. Okay. Can you hear the audio at all? It's one of my questions. I don't know. And breathe into the back. Where does it not know how to open? Now let's teach it a little bit. Look at what section, upper, middle, lower, does it not know how to breathe open. We're going to focus the contraction at the area that doesn't know how to breathe. We're going to help the brain reconnect by creating this crescendo of tension perception. The brain says, I get it. That place is real. I can feel that closing, that tension. So we have to rev it up. The problem is running in your body it's like noise reduction, where your brain can't hear the background noise in the room after a while. Okay, that's what's happening. Please let me know. Can you hear? Oh, the audio. Good. Thank you. Thank you very much for letting me know. So we're pulling on back. Now close it gently. Where's the tension hard to feel? That's where you're stuck. Where you sense the body, your brain's connected to that pretty good. Come up into that. As elbows go forward. Soft, soft. Go so slowly that you can say, okay, now I'm breathing in lower or middle or upper. Really look at it with discernment. Control where you're directing your breath. What place is sort of dead? For me, it's like upper, middle, back, right in the center. Where is it for you? Is it one side? Try breathing a little more one side, a little more to the other. Okay, great. That's the plan. We're going to tighten specifically that place. Close it on up. How tight does it need to be for that to be loud enough that your brain can hear and know that place? Okay, so close on up. Make that just lovely. Center. For me, I needed it right in the center of my back. I'm sort of closing. I'm making it right in the spine. I'm pushing the spine forward. If it's ribs, well, you might be pushing. One side of the ribs might be closing, pushing over to the opposite side. But just make it feel just lovely. Look for where it's quiet and just tiptoe in a little bit more at the quietest place. Make it the most pleasurable. Okay? Squeeze the air out with that. Now, such a gentle breath in that your body and muscles and brain can consent to allowing that to open. Don't force it. Gently let it allow the breath to come into that place. So squeeze the air out, all your might, every drop. Gentle breath in. Just into that place. Could your brain see that opening? Can your brain see it? It's not about sensing, it's about knowing. Okay? Can it say, yeah, right, there's a little space. I should remember that because breathing is the number one priority as far as this organism we get to wear and be in. Okay? I'm closing on up. We'll do that one more time. Go softer as you breathe in, softer. Arch the back. Now look, maybe a different place doesn't know how to breathe in. Now where is it? Where is there like straps in the body? Where would it want a little bit more? For me, it's sort of like low, middle, back. Low, just above the pelvis. Could you breathe down to there? Could you breathe upper back? Yeah. I'm going to just close that exact spot. Just gentle, tiptoe into it. Make that the focus of the contraction. Freeform it. Teach your brain to see the places it's stuck. That's what we're trying to do. Please let me know if you have any questions, but we're doing just a lovely little practice here. Close the air, squeeze the air out. Tighten that exact place. For me, it was sort of like triangle shape. Get to know how your brain sees the breathing constriction when it's confronted by it. Air is out. Tiptoe in, so soft. Gentle breath in, direct. Could you breathe only that place? Pause right there, close up a little bit. Squeeze some air out with that closing. Again, a targeted lesson to the hidden breathing constriction that you wouldn't have known otherwise. Okay? Okay, now we're going to do the whole thing as assessment. Go really softly. Close the whole thing gently. The ribs pull the shoulder blades down to the back pockets. The air is out. It's just sort of easy. Make it lazy, like you're just a cat waking up from a nap. You can do somatics this way. It doesn't always have to be super slow and meticulous. That can be good learning, but okay, we've got that closing back, right? Air is out. Gentle breath into the back. Is it more available? Is your back, did you teach your brain to allow that to be breathing space? Well, that's the process. Okay. Let's go one step further. That'll take you to the advanced level. Why not? Let's look at breathing space. Because traditional somatics looks at, I think it looks at surfaces in a very north, south, east, west kind of way. But the system's more creative than that. So, as you arch your low back, and you can pull the elbows back if you want. We're just going to come into it and out of it. Like, think about upper low back, and if you push that up toward your chest, sort of like doing that manly thing where you pump up your chest. Upper low back, it's good at pushing the chest up. Okay? And just hold that. Come into that easy. Right there. Chest is more open, but hold your back like that. Couple fingers on your chest and sink the chest. So in a way, the back is pushing up, the chest is sinking toward that arching back, that sway back posture, this sunken chest. I see a lot of people with that. It's very human. Arching low back, sunken chest. Now, that's a breathing constriction from front through the body to back. Squeeze the air out. Squeezing the air out to bring chest closer to upper low back, squeezing the air out to bring upper low back to chest. Okay? Gently breathe those apart. Breathe your fingers apart. Thumb on your low back, fingers on your chest. What's holding it? What's keeping that from opening? I propose it's these diagonals of the side. So we're going to close it up one more time. Arching low back. Use these side ribs to sink the chest. Rev it up a little bit. You're probably very strong. Most people are strong in this contraction once they figure it out. If it's confusing, you can do the basic somatics and get a lot of progress. This is more advanced. I call them the inner X lines. This is the inner X line in the sagittal plane. It's line number 3 on my video called The 8 Inner X Dimensions of Breathing Space. So, sway back posture. If you're stuck never breathing there, you're stuck in this. You're stuck in depression and this sort of like impatient low back. Same time, it's an impossible dilemma. Squeeze the air out, make it voluntary. It's you holding it now. Okay, this doesn't get you stuck in it. You've just switched it from automatic to manual, voluntary control. Okay, gentle breath in. Let these diagonal ribs open. Let the side open up. So for upper chest to come up and away from the lowering back. Breathe into the low back, breathe up into the chest. Okay. Now, those are the lines. It's easy to get stuck in these lines. But if you remind your brain, especially I have some ways to remind it very vividly. For my scoliosis, this S that I have, or it's like almost more complicated than an S. I did it a few times. This new method that I've got, I call it the Save the Day breathing release, breathing space release. It's so vivid, I feel like, yes, I figured that out like 3 months ago. It's like still incredibly free. Now, I do a lot to make sure I don't fall into that curve. My father had the same curve, and he never did. He didn't like somatics at all. He's like, "Will you stop talking about that?" Well, he was just so stuck. And although he was left-handed and I'm right, so it doesn't have to do with handedness. But in not my case, at least. I thought it had to do with my own injuries, but he never really had any bad injuries. So but I want you to remember, though, that the root of where you're stuck is in the dimensions of your breathing space that your brain has just given up. It doesn't even know it's missing. That's what the problem is. Can you free yourself from that? How committed are you? You know, the habit runs really deep. You're trying to change the course of your ship. Just before COVID, I had a client. She was the navigator of a 600-foot long boat, like a tanker, that would deliver fuel to these aircraft carriers. And she told me, you know, when you turn a boat like that, it doesn't even, you point it another direction, but it just keeps drifting the way it was going. And that's sort of what we've got. We've got a big ship with a lot of inertia, deep habits, and that wind is blowing you toward the rocky shore, and you're already in too shallow water. You're scraping the bottom. You've got all these aches and pains, and you've got the current and the tide. And people want to say, like, they want like some muscle testing thing or massage that's going to solve the problem that your brain has become so expert at running. It doesn't work that way. You got to teach your brain, because as brilliant as you are, you're a smart person, okay? You're using a computer, you're on YouTube, you must be pretty smart watching this. As smart as you are, your brain's even better at learning your tension habits, okay? That's what you're up against. You're trapped by yourself. Can you change the course of your ship? Well, I believe you can, and I've got 260 videos here. I have 100 more that I'm like not even sure I have the energy or desire to make, but the sky is the limit. You can free yourself from unbelievably hidden tensions in every possible pattern that I could figure out. There's more than 8. There's also rotational stucknesses, and not just a simple twist of the body, but like the lower half can be twisted one way and the lower half twisted one way and the upper half twisted the other way, like complicated, like double harmonic bends of rotation, double harmonic rotations in the torso. I get stuck in that a little bit if I'm fine tuning it. You know, Thomas Hanna said, the guy who started Somatics, I'm a big fan of his, but I built something on his shoulders. He got it started. But he said, you'll never get there. And that's sort of true. But we want to have the slack in our system so that so a little bit extra load isn't pushing us into this boiling over of depression or anger or stress, overwhelmed with stress and anxiety and all the aches and pains that we get. We want to have some slack. Well, if your system's got these ratchet straps everywhere, tightening, and you realize you're hunching and you add more tension trying to hold yourself out of it, that's not going to work. You got to go upstream and turn the tension down. Okay, here, your friend has a very tight jaw. Well, beautiful. Thank you for asking that question. I've got a video. You can look it up. Just say Eric Cooper on YouTube, Eric Cooper, Somatics, and jaw. It's just basic, how to relax your jaw. But you got to remember, and that's really cool. Then once you get it to relax and do that a few times and learn that sequence, and there's much further, and there's some other lines that I hadn't realized when I was making that video. Like the back corner of the jaw goes side to side and it sort of tips in a certain way, and some other things that we can do with the jaw. But that video is really good. It will help you feel like your jaw is relaxed. But then you gotta, once in a while, just tell your brain, hey, can I relax my jaw? Let it relax. You got to keep reminding it. But the jaw is the boiling over also. That's not what's locking you into all your problems. All your tension problems in the torso and your constricted breathings, lines hunched over, tight back, stuck in a twist. Sure, the jaw's tight. Your brain's using your jaw to save the day. That's what's happening. So I say it in the video, but I didn't say it. I should have like 100 exclamation points on that video that really free the rest of you if you really want to do it. It's not just a jaw. Your jaw is connected to you, and your brain is, so your brain, the nerves that control the jaw, they're cranial nerves. They don't go through it's not through the spinal cord. So your brain is sort of like short-circuited. It's really good. You try and open a jar, use your jaw. You're opening the tight jar, you're clenching your jaw to help. Well, your brain's got your jaw tangled into all the other tensions. So you can do all those movements on that Begin Here playlist. When you're doing the movement, curling on up, elbows to the sky, try to do one where you tighten your jaw. Can your jaw relax as you relax out of that posture? Can you close up into that, tighten the jaw, let the jaw relax, and open out of it? Okay? Can you tighten your jaw, let your jaw relax, and then come into it with a relaxed jaw? Can you separate out the link that your brain has wired to be using the jaw to assist you in all your postures, and then attempts at bracing against the pulls of posture that have become automatic? So the simple thing is just go to my video on the jaw, Eric Cooper Somatics Jaw, and have your friend do that. It's very nice to hear from you, Raya. And I hope you're practicing, because it's one thing to see it in others, but we want to be a beacon of freedom and love to the world, where we're not stuck in all the bullshit of the past. We want, you can do these contractions so that you close up a place, and if you're going to lower in little steps with a nice clean pause, relaxing, whatever that contraction is, any of my movements, or any movement you can think of, okay? If you relax slow, like a very nice pause, relax. In a way, you're unfreezing and freezing. Unfreeze a little bit, and can you unfreeze from every effort level? But think about it. In a way, as you tighten up, pull your elbows close to the body, pull your arms against your body, okay? Don't worry about shrugging the shoulders. Just pull them tight. Arms are tight against the body. Let that out in little steps. Slow, micro steps. Give it like 20 steps. Every time, and I'm releasing now, and then I'm releasing now just a little bit. Go slow. Think about it like forgiveness. You're letting it go. Can you just let that much go for the next step? Just let that go. Let that go. Let that go. Can you make coming out of the tension of your body a practice of forgiveness? Because it's hard to forgive. The universe once pointed out to me that I couldn't forgive anybody for anything. And then it's like, okay, I guess it's not so easy to forgive. And I thought way back, a friend of mine worked on my house, and he put on the shingles a little bit wrong. And yeah, that was 20 years ago, or 30, 40 years ago, maybe 30 years. Yeah, I'm going to forgive him for that. That's easy. And then what's the next thing? Oh, they messed up my order at the restaurant. Let it go. You got to let it go. You got to practice letting it go with the easy stuff and work your way up to the big stuff. Okay? Just like somatics is a practice of changing the habits of the tension of the body, that's just material stuff in a way, teaching the nervous system also. But can you let go of the other bullshit of life? It is like life is a lot of like slings and arrows and sticks and stones, and yeah, it's hard, and oh man, why am I carrying that around, and it's playing in my head, and it's unresolved. You got to practice letting it go. Yeah, right, thank you. Yeah, babies know how to pandiculate. Thank you, Raya. That's absolutely true. We forget because babies aren't stubborn. We get to be stubborn. We're tough. I don't need to pandiculate. I'm going to get through my day. I don't have time for that. That's what's got you in it. Or you and me too. There's days I don't practice enough. But the days that I practice a lot, if I wake up right in the morning, do some practice. I'm going to practice right now while I'm talking to y'all. Perfect. Yeah, this is what I do in the morning sometimes. It's like, oh yeah, just the side of the body here. Oh, it's the S4, but there's a lot of variations. Now, I want to make it breathing space. So here, that arching up, squeeze the air out. Can I breathe in as that opens? Where does the brain not get it? You could be up on your arm. Beautiful, like that. Arching. And could pull the head. I've got this beautiful curve of the spine. Yeah, right. Babies pandiculate all day long. It's the natural reset. People go and they have like muscle testing, or like you get chiro. You don't see cats going to get chiro, but cats stay super supple. Babies are supple too. We lose it. We lose it because our nervous system is good at making tension habits. We're human. You're brilliant at learning your tension. Now here, this is harder. I'm seeing where it doesn't know how to sag open. Down here low, for me it does, but look for where it's stuck. Okay? I'm going to pulling my hand toward that low hip. Okay? Beautiful. Gentle breath in. Direct the breath where it doesn't know how to go. As it opens, these ribs are opening up like this, like a Japanese fan, or it's just so beautiful how it opens up like a rib cage. Okay? And squeeze the air out. Look at which way it pushes into the body. Breathe that open. Even here, hold your breath right here. Squeeze the air out, hold your breath. Hold it till you need to breathe in. A little desperate, not suffocating. Squeezing out, 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 out. Tighter, 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 tighter. When you're ready, let it open. Breathe in all at once directly into that space. Make that place save the day. Breathe directly into that. And squeeze the air out. Beautiful. Air goes out. Okay, when you're ready, hold it. Make that place that didn't know how to open, make that the focus of the effort of the closing. Gentle breath in. Or big breath in. Make your brain know that that's available. That's so valuable, that breathing space. We lose some space, lose some space, lose some space. Then you get in an airplane, they're packing it full of people, you're tired, you're hungry. Man, the body's just tightening up. You're running out of room to breathe, and that's when you feel anxiety. You got to have some room to breathe. Beautiful. A little bit of elbows to the sky. Come out of that tight front pattern. I've been running a lot, but I wish I could lose some weight. It's not very photogenic, and this lens is sort of wide. I'm not quite as fat as I look. Sorry about that. Gentle breath into the chest. On the exhale, just sink the chest. The hands could push that chest into the body. Hands lift the heavy head. That's not a sit-up, okay? It's squeeze the air out. It's an exhale. Gentle breath in. What place doesn't know how to open? Yeah, that. Again, squeeze the air out. Okay, you can lift the knees if you want. Squeeze the air out. What place doesn't know how to breathe in? Breathe into that place. My method, the Eric Cooper Somatics method, is about easy breathing space acquisition. Help your brain learn that it can relax all those places open. And here, arch let's do one for the back. We'll just do Whoa Nelly. It's not the usual one that I do, but it's not so bad. Elbows push back and arch the back. Easy. Elbows are pushing into the floor, arch the back. You're balancing on shoulders and back pockets. We're going to lower as I count down from 12. Lowering down slow. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Small steps with a pause. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I forgot 7, and then 1. All the way down, easy. And just a little bit of twisting. Push your left elbow into the floor, and it pushes your knees over to the other side. Right elbow pushes into the floor. Roll the pelvis to push the knees to the other side, and just make that pleasurable. If nose wants to go opposite knees, you get like 1 bonus point. Going all the way. Make the torso roll the pelvis. Squeeze it out, wring it out. Breath in, all the way to the other side. Squeeze some air out. Twist a little further with the exhale. Breath in all the way to the other side. Yeah, that's a good practice. So this is a test in a way, because I'm trying out this new software that was super complicated to set up to do YouTube Live to get a little better resolution, and it looks pretty good. I want to thank you for your comments, and I think I'm going to try to do the lives in the morning. I'm a little bit more put together. Right now it's at night, but thank you all for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope it was of value. Practice often. Save yourself. Teach your nervous system and love yourself. Practice love. Can you meet the difficulties of the world with a foundation of love? And all the other parts can be on top of that are good at getting stuff done and good at thinking and good at making the big plan. But can the foundation be love? That's where to come from. So thank you very much for watching. I'm Eric Cooper, InspireSomatics.com. Blessings on your journey.